Hello, everyone. Here, Johnny Résonance from Résonance Bookstore in Montreal, the one and only bookstore entirely dedicated to music, for a first edition of Music on the Shelves. So, the little podcast dedicated to books on music. So, here we go. I just want to say, full disclosure, I don't consider myself an intellectual. I won't tell you it's well written, although I might sometimes, because I can still see the difference a little bit. Basically, I'll tell you what I like and why I liked it. So here we go. So for this first edition, I decided to go for memoirs written by women. There's quite a few good ones. There's some that are classics, some that have just come out lately. So I have 5 here, so we'll go quickly, just go through them quickly. And also, please comment on if you have any comments regarding the books, or if you have any suggestions of books written by women artists, women musicians. So the first one that I didn't know about, that a customer, which is often the case, told me about, that was really, really good, is Hunger Makes Me a Modern Girl. So most of you might know her from Carrie Brownstein from Sleater Kinney, who was at the forefront of the Riot Girl movement in the mid-90s, out from west of America. Listen, very good book. The trials and tribulations of a young artist, female artist, being on tour, being successful, having to deal with anxiety problems, all that. Short book, but it rocks. It's straight to the point. Listen, very raw, honest, with some humor. Very, very good book, so I definitely recommend this one. Next is a classic that most of the people who read music books have read. This one I can say is well written. Full disclosure, I'm not the biggest fan of Patti Smith's music, but I do really appreciate Patti Smith's writing. So this, of course, mid-70s, New York. It's one of the best periods of time in the music scene, in the music history. So of course, it's very good, very well written. Her relationship with Robert Mapplethorpe. Listen, it's the Chelsea Hotel, starting at the BGBC. Well, what's it called? BCBGs? CBGBs. Sorry. So it's a classic, must be read, very well written. I, of course, recommend. Next one just came out last year. A Montreal girl, a sweetheart. Everybody loves Melissa Oftermauer. Very well written again, fun to read. I put it in the category fun to read. It's kind of like a summer read. It just goes through her life. Such a Cinderella story, going from unknown small band playing in Montreal's small bars to being in front of 60,000 people at Reading Festival with Hole, like 2 weeks after Kurt Cobain killed himself. In my opinion, she probably saved a few lives. First and foremost, maybe Courtney Love's life, because she was just a good girl, not into heroin and all that. And I think she just kind of appeased everybody, kind of made everything kind of like grounded, like the bass player that she is. Wonderful person. I got the chance to meet her. I was selling her books at her launch here in Montreal. So very good read, very fun if you lived in Montreal or know Montreal, because, you know, part of it's happening in Montreal, so you can really relate to where she is, where she's going and all that. So definitely recommend. Also, I do have signed copies if ever that's a plus for you, or a gift. That's pretty cool. So there you go, Melissa After-Hour, Even the Good Girls Will Cry. Next up is Sinead O'Connor's Rememberings. Small book, but again, it packs so much energy, so much honesty. Listen, I was a fan of Sinead O'Connor, her first album, The Lion and the Cobra, and all that. I remember it's like, wow. So I followed her career for a few years and then kind of let go at the end, but was always a fan of the person. And listen, you have to commend how she sacrificed her career in some sort by not being the girl, Of course, we all remember the Saturday Night Live when she ripped up the picture of the Pope. When she went on live, I think it was Live Aid or something like that. Listen, so honest, true to who she was. Memoir written maybe a year or two before she died. It's one of my bestsellers and one of the books that I really, really appreciated. And as I like to say about music books, we all remember like everything about Chanel and all that if you followed her career, of course. But reading the book, you really get the backstory and you remember everything that went on during that time period during her career. So again, of course, highly recommend. And last one that I spoke about in my interview with John to start off this project is close, 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 music, 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 boys, boys, boys. The only thing I didn't like about this book is the title. Besides that, it's the best music memoir, in my opinion, ever written. And the New York Times said best memoirs of the past 50 years, not best music memoir, best memoirs. Go see the list. She's in there, and with reason, because this one is well written. This one, contrary to others sometimes, as I said in the interview with John, you can tell that she spent so much time just sitting and writing and thinking and pouring her. It's as if you would read her diary. She doesn't hold anything back. She tells it as it is. There's a part of it, maybe 1/4 of the book is her life as a woman washed up from the music scene. She's like 23, 24, decides to become a wife at home, try to have kids. She had health problems, all that. So all that is well detailed with so much honesty. And then she does a comeback. Of course, who knew about the slits until Kurt Cobain talked about the slits? I didn't. I read the book because it was considered one of the best books of 2014. So I said, well, I have to read it. It's my bookstore. I have to read it. This is the book I've sold the most by recommendations. I get goosebumps just talking about it. So this is a very good book. Listen, she was in a band with Sid Vicious before Sex Pistols. She was there. She wasn't a groupie. She was a musician, if we can say that in the same breath that we can say that Sid Vicious was a musician and all these guys were musicians. They would just play rock and roll. They went on the road. The lead singer was 14, Airy Up. Nene Sherry was in the band for a while. Listen, this is the best. So there you go. I hope you like my recommendations. If you have recommendations, if there are some things that I forgot, of course, there are other books. Please put them in the comments below. There you go. And looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much, and see you soon for another edition of Music on the Shelves.